Hello, my friends. It's Miss Brittany all the way from Las Vegas, and we are going to do a circle time today. I hope you all enjoyed your weekend. Let's put our thinking caps on and get ready to exercise our brain muscles. Our question of the day is, can objects move on their own? Can objects move on their own? If you're like Miss Brittany and you're thinking, what is an object? I can help you. I looked it up. An object is something that we can see with our eyes and touch with our hands. So on my desk, I have this chapstick. It is an object because I can see it with my eyes and I can touch it with my hand, just like my water bottle and my phone. Okay? So now that we know what an object is, can you think with your brain? Can objects move on their own? All right, so we're thinking, and I asked a few of my friends what they think about objects moving on their own. So I asked my friend Abigail, Jose, Tyree, and Isabella if they think objects can move on their own. And they said yes, they think that objects can move on their own. And then I asked my friends Melody, Pamela, Lucas, Emily, Marcus, Jeremy and Autumn if they think objects can move on their own, and they said no, they don't. So now with our eyes, we're going to look at our chart and we're going to count how many people think yes, an object can move on its own, and no, an object cannot move on its own. So let's start with our yes column. Can you help me count? I'm going to use my finger and I'm going to touch each of our friends' names as we count. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I have 4 friends that think yes, objects can move on their own. Can you show someone in your house 4 fingers? 1, 2, 3, 4. Show someone in your house your 4 fingers. Awesome job. Now we're going to count and see how many of my friends said no, an object cannot move on its own, Miss Brittany. Are you ready to help me count? We've got our finger. We're going to count all the names we see in the no column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of my friends said no, objects cannot move on their own. Can you show someone in your house 7 fingers? 7 fingers. That means we have to use both of our hands to make the numbers, to put 7 fingers up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Awesome job, my friends. Great counting. So now we're going to learn today about motion. What is motion, okay? So today, if you look on the screen, we have 3 pictures. Our first picture at the top, we see a man. Do you see him with his red hat on? He has his hands out and he's pushing something. Good job, my friend. He's pushing, it looks like a shelf. And when he pushes it, what do you think that shelf is going to do? It's going to move, right? So he's going to move that shelf, which is an object, because we see it with our eyes and we can touch it with our hand. He's going to move that object by using a word called force. Can you say that? Force. Good job, my friends. He's going to use the force of his body. He's going to push that shelf up against the wall, or maybe he's moving it outside of his house. He's going to push that shelf using all his muscle strength to get it where he wants it to go. Awesome job. Then if we look underneath that picture, we see some, do you see it? Water. Very good. And that's ocean water because those waves are super duper high. That means there has to be a lot of water involved there. And so the ocean, the water in the ocean moves with its own force from the wind. And because there's so much wind and there's so much water, it gets to move really, really fast sometimes and gets to move up really, really high. And if you've ever gotten to swim in the ocean, you'll know that the water in the ocean is very strong. And it has its own force that can push us all the way up on the shore. That's why it's important that when we're in the ocean, we're always with an adult so that we can be safe. And our last picture we see, that's called a windmill. Have you ever seen one of those? I don't have any windmills in Las Vegas, but I've seen some when I travel to California. And a windmill is an object that we can see with our eyes and touch with our hands, but we can't move the windmill. You know what moves the windmill? Wind. The wind pushes the blades on the windmill to make it spin. And if there's a lot of wind, it'll move really, really fast. And if there's just a little bit of wind, it'll move really, really slow. And when there's no wind, it doesn't move at all. So the wind is the force that keeps the windmill moving. Isn't that cool? Now let's think about what we learned. So now we have a friend here and he has what is that? Is that a dump truck? That looks really, really cool. So he has this dump truck on his table. And what do we think? Is the dump truck an object? Think about that. Is that dump truck an object? Tell someone in your house, what do you think? Yes, it's an object, or no, Miss Brittany, that dump truck's not an object. We're thinking. I'm thinking too. Is that an object? Remember, an object is something that we can see with our eyes and touch with our hand. Can he see the dump truck with his eyes? Yeah. Can he touch it with his hand? Yes. So it's an object. Very good, my friend. So he has this object that is a dump truck, a toy dump truck. And now, what is he? How did he do that? How did the dump truck get from one end of the table to the next? Do you think he had to use some force and push it? Very good, my friends. He did. He had to give it a little push. If he gave it a big push, all that force may push his dump truck off the table, and that would make him sad. But if he gives it just a little bitty push, then he can keep it on the table because his dump truck will move really, really slow. Good job, my friends, remembering what we've talked about. Now we're gonna move our body. So you gotta stand up for this one, okay? Are you ready? So there's a number on the screen and we are going to do whatever I say do, and we're gonna do it that many times as the number on the screen, okay? So that number on the screen is what number? Very good, the number 5. We're gonna clap our hands 5 times. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job, my friends. Can you clap your hands 5 times really fast? Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 5. Good job. Now do it really slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome job, my friends. What number is that? The number 3. Good job. 1, 2, 3. We are going to jump 3 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good job, my friends. Can you jump really fast? 1, 2, 3. Good job. Can you jump on 1 foot? 1, 2, 3. Yay! Good job, my friends. Ooh, that's a big number. What number is that? The number 6. So for 6, we're gonna pretend we're an airplane. We're gonna move arms and fly like an airplane. 6 times. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome job, my friends. And now what number is that? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And for 4, we are going to turn around in a circle. You ready? We're gonna do it 4 times. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whew. Oh my goodness, my friends, I'm dizzy. Make sure you're safe. Make sure you didn't knock anything over. I should have told you that, huh? We needed some space for that because Miss Brittany almost ran into the wall. So you make sure you're safe, my friends. Awesome job. We got our workout in. Get yourself some water, and I'll see you next time, my friends. Have a good day. Bye-bye.